Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Calm Down It's Fine podcast. We are here.
We here.
David and I. The whole crew is not back together, but part of the crew again. I figured we would look at every iteration of the podcast that we could do and just
figure out which one we'll go with.
Figure out what the people are saying.
Yeah.
And I think they're all saying just Dustin alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually what he's doing right now.
Right.
He's starting his own podcast.
Oh, it's the third one he started, or
yeah,
he's been
listen,
on, apparently.
He's...
All right, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to the podcast. If you've been with us the whole ride, thank you for riding along. My son is now trying to hit the buttons.
Yeah,
Enjoy the episode.
He said, I can't be stopped by no walker.
So what do you think? I'm one of them stupid kids?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope this episode finds you well. Meh. As my son says, meh.
He's moving around now.
Meh.
I didn't know he was moving like that.
Dude, he's such a terror. He was walking at 9 months. He sprints now. He's 13 months, which is 1 year and a month, and he is sprinting.
Math checks out.
He just came back. The results. Mayo Clinic said it checks out.
Yeah.
Results are in. No, the kid, and it's all different. Some kids walk early. Some kids, like I know a lot of kids, like one of my nephews. One of my wife's cousin's babies.
What was that?
One of my wife's cousin's babies. Niece-in-law.
You said niece-use.
Yeah, like nephew.
Like you were putting niece and nephew together?
Yeah,
and I
meant law.
What in the 2024 is going on Kayla's side of the family?
I was like trying to do.
We're not
law.
assuming.
Niece law. My niece law. I think she walked 15 months or 16 months. And he started walking at 9, so I don't know what we would have been doing all this time. Like, I feel like he's been walking for half my life.
I know full-blown adults that can't walk straight. So
This kid is running up and down the steps, everything. I just like...
keeps you on your toes.
Oh my God. I mean, if I was a stay-at-home mom, I don't know how she does it. Honestly, I'm like, this is not okay. Like, I mean, he'd be in a permanent nap.
Wow. I think...
Have you seen the commercial with the nap time? Nap time.
Oh, yeah. It's the guy...
It's just chloroform.
No doubt. Yeah, I saw that video.
He's like put together with our greatest scientist, astronaut, rocket scientist, people from NASA. Like, what?
That reminds me. You telling me that you would put your son in a permanent nap.
Reminds me say I would put him up.
Reminds me of a picture that Nikki sent me like 2 days ago. She sent me a meme, and it says, "Hey, we're pretty funny. We should start a podcast." And then it said after the first episode, and it was 2 guys getting escorted out of the house by police in handcuffs. And she said, "This is how I thought your podcast would go."
Did she say?
Yeah, she sent it to me. Yeah, it made me laugh.
Everyone was like, "Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, start it. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah."
Yeah.
You know, the average podcast doesn't last 10 episodes, or like the 99% don't go past 10 episodes. We probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. Against
the
what
we had going
against
for us
what against all of our friends' advice.
Yeah.
We kept it going.
Where are they at now?
Where are they at now?
I know one's playing shortstop for us.
Is he play? How often does he play with you guys?
Every game.
Really?
Yeah,
Every
we're
game
number 2 in the league.
He makes that. Yeah,
We beat the number 1 team in the league last night. We played a doubleheader. We beat them. They beat us. So we're number 2 in the league.
I thought there was no way he'd make it out to every game. But if you guys were playing, like...
We're balling, so he's making them. Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, I need to go."
Yeah.
He was playing so hard on Sunday, playing basketball. He was playing really good. But it was an uphill battle for him. 'Cause like he was making good passes. We're talking about Andrew Ebert for anybody who's guessing what we're talking about. He was making good passes. He was making decent shots. Like he was playing well, but the people on our team were just making dumb shots on my team.
Right.
Not me, because I was just laughing at Andrew working so hard and getting nowhere.
Dude's a hustler.
Yeah, and to me that was funny. So like,
Dude hustles way too much.
I was not playing super hard. I was playing a little bit because I didn't want him to get like carried away and just drop 11 points in a game to 16. So I was playing some defense on him, but offensively I was like, just give the ball to the hot hands. And we had guys that were just hitting. Carl Tweed hits the game-winning shot at half court for no reason. We're up.
So your team beat Andrews.
Yeah,
and he was working so hard.
We're up by 1 point. There's no reason anybody should be. You take a half court shot at the end of a game if you're up by 8.
Yeah.
Not when you're up by 1. And Carl's just like, I'm gonna do this, and he just drains it. And then the guy who's playing defense on him, I'm like, hey, you shouldn't need to play defense. Like, don't beat yourself up. Nobody out here would play defense on a half court shot.
Right.
I was like,
oh man, that's on me. No.
I was like, yeah. Like he was like, oh man, I'm sorry guys. I was like, I mean, honestly, Carl should not be shooting that shot. But yeah, Andrew was playing. He was playing good. He was playing hard, but it was just such an uphill battle for him.
Andrew's a baller. He's told me you weren't having a team this year, and I was like, he had told me before if we ever do a tournament or something. So I told him, I was like, hey, look, I've never saw him play. I was like, if you want to play, we'll put you on the roster. You can make a couple games or whatever. I think third base would be somewhere where you could probably win it, like because our third baseman can also play center or right center or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he came in and played third base. I was like, oh yeah, he's good. And then our shortstop, we're like, let's move you to third. We put him at shortstop.
Yeah, no, he's
really good.
He's really
he's great. He's really.
Yeah, no, he texted a bunch of the guys in the church and said, hey, if we start practices like soon,
yeah,
and I could teach everybody how to play so that like we actually are a good team, would you guys be interested in playing next season if we could do that? And they were all like, yes, somebody teach us, please.
Yeah, people need to be taught.
Except me, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm not good at baseball at all, and my arm's not as good as it once was ever since the motorcycle accident.
Right.
So I can throw a little bit, but I can't throw nearly like I could beforehand, and then it starts to hurt like halfway through the game. But what position do you play?
Left center, left field.
I've
always been outfield. So.
Mm-hmm. My issue is I can't judge a ball in the air.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
I am not. I'm at second base. If the ball is whipping at me, I'm like, oh, okay. I understand the mechanics of getting in front of a ball.
Right.
If it's up in the air, I'm just like, man, hopefully one of you guys can get over here fast enough.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I've just always in Little League I played outfield. Like this year, I haven't dropped any. That even the ones like any ball that I attempted to catch, I caught.
Right.
Unless it was like clearly over my head or it was in the gap. Or whatever. Right. Which my point is, that means I'm having a good season in the outfield. I'm very capable of dropping a ball, like everyone is. I'm just saying it's like I'm decent to where it's like if it's in the air, usually 99% of the time I'm going to read it. But I've done it since I was
at one point. Our team had arguably the best outfield in the league.
Well, Jacob Payton was probably on it at one point.
Jacob Payton, Jeremy Mason.
No, Jeremy Mason's good.
Who else did we have out there? I mean, it was all fast guys who could easily
they're
catch.
Great. I played with Jacob for a long time.
Yeah, and
he's great.
Well, and Jeremy, I kid you not. One time I'm in the outfield again. It's like they're scraping bottom and barrel to put me out there, and I'm out there, and a batter gets up, and Jeremy just goes, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got this one." And he took about 4 steps. He said, "Don't worry about it. I got this one." Pitch goes in, guy hits the ball, and Jeremy did not move. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, what?
You know, after a while,
Yeah,
your guys.
I was like, what is happening? The guy walks up to bat. He goes, don't worry, I got it. He just walked to a spot. Guy hit the ball, and Jeremy said,
yeah.
And
I was mid conversation last night with our left fielder.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to him. We were talking about I don't even know what we were talking about, but we were talking, and we weren't paying attention. Blah blah blah. Ball gets hit. It's like this thing's a line drive to the outfield, but it's like just low enough to where it's like, should I let it bounce?
Mm-hmm.
Just high enough to where you're like, do I need to move back? I don't know how far this is gonna go. But as you're thinking that, it's like moving, and I had to like take 2 steps to my right, mitt down, catch it. So I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, caught it. And it was just, everything happened so quick. I just relayed it, threw it back in, and kept the conversation going. And everyone was laughing because it was just like,
right.
The guy basically hit it right to me.
Uh-huh.
But it was
it's
still
just funny.
It was
so nonchalant.
It was still like a harder catch because the ball's moving and you're not sure. So it was pretty funny. And then one time last night, it got hit to me, and I caught it deep in the outfield and launched to second, and the guy on first, when I caught it, took off to second, and I just launched it, and it just went right to the second baseman. Just turned. I saw like, that's what you want.
Jacob Payton almost got in a fight one game.
Yeah,
because he threw a guy out at first from left field.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
A guy hit it into the gap,
right?
And Jacob just he let it bounce. It took one hop. He picked it up after the hop, and he just launches it to first. And the guy's running to first, and he gets thrown out at first, and the dude literally just starts yelling at Jacob. He's like, "Come on, man!" And Jacob's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Who does that?" He goes, "Me, because I can." And I was like, dude, and the guy was so mad. I thought he was going to fight Jacob.
Was he a big guy? He just didn't run. He just walked.
No, he wasn't a big guy. He was.
He just was just.
He hit it in the hole. He thought nobody in their right mind is throwing it to first base from left field.
I've seen it from right field. I've seen it from hit it to right field. You're close to first. Come up.
Right.
Gun him out.
But you've seen Jacob's arm.
Yeah, it's unorthodox too because he's like under.
Yeah, this man's submarine pitches from like the.
How his elbow's still going?
Yeah. But yeah, threw a guy out at first. I thought the guy was going to fight Jacob on the spot. And it did not help. Our entire team is laughing because it's just an absurd thing to watch happen.
It was too funny.
And the guy was just so mad. And then they had a girl on their team, hits the ball, same thing, hits the gap. Jacob picks it up. Jacob just tosses it into the pitcher, and the guy from the bench goes, "Why didn't you throw her out?" And Jacob goes, "Do you want me to get another out on your team?" Like Jacob's like, "What do you want from me right now?" Right. It was just, he's like, "If I get you out, you're mad. If I don't get her out, you're mad." He's like, "What do you want?" And that night was just so funny.
Does he still play if you guys had a team, or does he go to
Jacob?
Church? Yeah.
I don't know.
Or no?
He is not. He's not coming to ours. But him and Claudia are still in church. The other thing is Eric plays third base. He's not. Eric is one of those people who he gets a general knowledge of all sports.
Right.
He's not a baseball player. He's not a softball player. If anything, Eric is a football player through and through. And he understands basketball a lot because we play all the time. But he's not a baseball player. He's a third base, bro. It does not matter if it's a line drive. It doesn't matter what it is. Eric is stopping that ball with his chest. Dude,
he's just standing out there without a mitt.
Dude, like, I can't tell you how many times ball gets hit, comes off the bat, and he steps in front of it. And if he doesn't catch it, doesn't matter because it's hitting his chest. And he just tanks shots all game long. Yeah, dude, I'm not even joking. Like, he reaches for it. If it misses his mitt, dude, I've seen him bounce off his forearm, and it just hits him, and it goes straight to the ground because he's so dense. I've seen it bounce off the ground, catch him in the neck, I've seen him the chest, the stomach,
It's like
the
a
legs.
gorilla out there just. Ugh.
Dude, he literally just eats shots all game, and then he picks up and he's also awkward when he throws because he's such a big guy. So he's like he throws all arm. Like there's no leg in his throw at all.
It's too funny.
Like it's like he throws the softball like a football. And so it's just,
It's like
but
a
like
robot.
yeah, but like if it's not over his head, like it's not getting past him because he just eats it,
That's too funny.
and like you hear the ball smack him.
That's too funny.
I'm just like, hey man, are you okay?
Man, that's funny.
He's also got that dumb strength because he's like he doesn't bat the way. Like if a guy, like if you saw Eric bat, you'd be like, I need to fix that.
Right.
But if the bat connects to the ball,
Yeah.
it's gone. It's just
Right.
I watched him like a ball was above his head. I watched him tomahawk it into a home run.
I know.
It's crazy.
Dude, it's
and
nuts.
then like I said, Andrew can crush him. Jacob could crush him. Me, if I could get to, I'm not a good batter either. But if I can get to first base, I can run bases.
Yeah.
So if I'm on base, 8 times out of 10 I can make it home.
Yeah.
But I just have an issue getting to base.
Yeah, it's fun. I'd tell you the best ball player I've ever played with is Meredith's boyfriend. I mean,
Who used to play with Andrew.
Andrew, yeah.
Yeah.
And Logan Simpson, who is Blue Hen Construction's owner's son, played with him also. And he plays left field for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he played at Dell State too. But dude,
Yeah,
he
I
is
don't-
just 3 home runs, just nonchalant, grand slam, boom, boom, boom. And
Yeah.
first base, I've never seen one thing. He was his first baseman. Never seen one thing get by him. It's just like,
I don't know. I mean, I might be getting all of the minor I won't get into depth on it because I don't know the minor details, but I think Andrew was telling us when he first got right with the Lord, he was on his way to like a semi-pro
yeah,
contract or something like that.
yeah, I'm sure he could have.
Yeah.
He
I think that's what he was saying. I think he said he was on his way to Citizen. I think he said he was on his way to Citizens Bank to
the Phillies to probably try out for a team or something.
yeah, it was like a
Right.
semi-pro thing, and he said he was going to do it, but he said the Lord was dealing with him, and he was like, if I do this, like I'm gonna mess everything up.
Yeah, no, he definitely is good. He has a really good arm. Anything that gets in front of him.
Dude, that must have been a monstrous team though, with like Meredith's boy, Tyler, Andrew, and this other guy.
So you have Tyler, who played college, Andrew for this season at least. Logan played a little bit of college baseball.
That's what I mean. If they all played together,
Kyle played college baseball. Abby, because we have one girl in this league, she played college baseball, softball at Del Tech. I'm good. Dylan is he plays baseball. He's 18, hits bombs.
Dustin any good?
Dustin's good. He hits pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He struggles fielding, and then we have Josiah. You know Josiah, redneck kid. He's really good.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so we have a good squad. I mean, we really do. Now, like the team we played yesterday, all 30 to 40-year-old men with matching jerseys. That
no doubt.
They're all tournament guys.
Right.
And we beat them.
Yeah.
But then we lost 17-20 the second game.
Right.
Because we ran out of time.
Also, the second game is just so tiring.
Yeah. Well, they had 20 on us, and we came back 17, and we had one more at bat, but we couldn't finish because.
Right.
So we could have beat them. Plus, our pitcher TJ, God rest her soul, walked to like 4 in. But no, it's good. It's fun. We could win the championship. If we're gonna win it, we should do it this year. Yeah. But.
Yeah,
I don't know if we've never, like last year we were in the championship, we had to forfeit because it was the week of camp.
Yeah,
and 5 guys were gone.
That used to happen to us all the time. So when we had Promised Land camp, the playoffs would always fall during camp, and for a while, we would talk that like I was too young to be on the team when we were winning all the time. But
I remember we did Faith Baptist too. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was when Lighthouse and Heritage, like we didn't have enough to. They didn't have enough to play, and we didn't have enough to play. So we made it Faith 2, and we played in the Smyrna, that's the Dover League.
Yeah.
Which I didn't understand why we could. Okay, so because Heath, and Brian, so it was 3 churches. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's
Lighthouse, Heritage, and some guys from Faith.
Well, I think originally they were talking about a Peyton team.
Right.
Was going to be Faith 2.
Literally the only other people on it were me and Dad.
Right. It was. They were like, the Peytons. They wanted to play together, right. So they were like, we'll make a Peyton team, and then they were like, well, let's get Cameron and Brother Gary in here, and then so it was Faith 2, and you guys. I think you guys that year you guys were good.
When we went pretty far in the playoffs. We were number. I remember we were.
Now it's there's these 2 Mennonite teams, and they just.
Oh yeah, I know
I'm like
exactly who you're talking about.
I'm like, why are you here?
Those guys have a tournament team too.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you here?
And they're so good.
Like, is this fun for you? Like, why? Like, what?
Is it Central?
Central Mennonite, and I'm trying to remember what the other Mennonite one team was. But Central is one of them. One of those teams, I think it might be Central. One of the kids was being scouted by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
and he played outfield for him, and he threw a ball from right center. I was coaching third, and he hit my knee, and my knee swelled up, and I was like, wow, that guy's got an arm.
He was playing right center. Their left fielder and left center must have been awfully good.
Well, he was playing. He was so. The Mennonite team, they're really big on. They put a short fielder.
Yes, half field. Yep.
And then they just run 3 in the outfield. And he was playing center.
Right.
Guy pops it towards right center. He runs the ball down and just launches it to third base. And hit me like he was 10 feet away. And I was like, oh, I see it now. Like, this dude's got an arm on him.
Yeah.
A cannon. But yeah, they said, Andrew was the one that told me. Andrew walked up and he said, who are we playing? And I said, oh, we got the Mennonite guys. And I was like, so, should be a quick game. And he looks over and he sees the kid, like, warming up. And he goes, oh, I know that kid.
Yeah,
I
know who you're talking about because Tyler's talked about his friend who was drafted by the Out West team.
Yeah,
but they all played with that guy.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys have guys on your team being scouted by MLB teams. Why are you in this rinky-dink?
Dustin's first cousin plays for the San Francisco Giants. Seattle is on their farm team. One move away from pitching in the big league.
Wow.
His first cousin, Tyler Collins' first cousin, also.
Wow.
So it's in their blood. Like they're good.
Just bred to be baseball players.
Yeah, they're good. Like his cousin is a legend in their county.
Huh.
Pitching just like 98, 90, 99, 100. Like he's a pitcher.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I can't do that.
No, I can't either. But that one Mennonite team I did play, me and Jared Payton played for their team one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did. And it wasn't the church league. It was they put a team in the city league.
The fall ball, city league thing.
League, yeah. And it was the Bucks. That's what they were called, the Bucks. They still have their team.
Yeah.
But dude, I was like, I started playing for them. And 2 practices a week and a game.
That's a lot.
I was 19, 20 or whatever. I'm like,
dude, that's a lot.
Fellas. And they told me, like, we want you to go get a batting tee, and we want you to start hitting at home every night off the tee because it'll help your – that's what they all did. So I'm like, okay, sure. So I did that, and it did help my swing, like hitting off the tee every night. But I'm like, am I getting paid?
Like, what is this? The Amish people down by where I live, or up where I live, I guess from here, they're out at the park right across the street from my house. They're out at the park 3-4 times a week playing. They just play softball for hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if they were allowed to be part of society.
They're like playing with rocks and sticks.
Yeah, bro. If they were, well, that's the thing, bro. Dude,
and like they're barefoot.
Now that I know how much Amish and Mennonite people love baseball.
What else they got,
Dude, now that I pay attention, and I'm like, dude, how have I never seen this before? Dudes, I saw a guy today in Dover. He was It was kind of like Cheswold towards Kenton. He was riding on his scooter, right? He's got his like scooter, his little basket. In his basket, glove, and then this bright lime green brand new bat.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, these guys,
Dude,
they're all in.
They're all in. It's
all
like they're
in.
like the French of basketball right now. Like the French are like taking over. Like that's what they're like. Whenever you see a Mennonite team, you're like, oh, great. Oh, like neighbor gets you to say, oh boy,
dude,
these guys. Look, dude, Dustin shows up to the game the other day, straight from work, with boots on and utility pants, with his polo from work. So we're like, you gonna play in that? He's like, yeah, my wife's bringing my stuff. Okay, so she doesn't get there in time, no doubt, and so he has to go out there. He's playing right field in his boots and everything. He gets up the bat, hits a line drive. He was like 4 for 4 that night. Like he was like 4 for 4.
In boots, you didn't let him play
boots.
first base.
So then she comes, first base, Tyler Collins. He's awesome.
Right.
Nothing ever gets by him, so that's good, which is his cousin. So next game, or somewhere, he was like 3 for 3 or something. He was doing great. Kinsey gets there with his clothes. And he goes, like, he's up in like 5 batters, and there's no outs. So he takes his opportunity to run to the outhouse and change. Runs to the outhouse, batter comes up, hits. Another batter comes up, hits. Another batter comes up, hits. It's been like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. We're like, Dustin's up in 1. Someone go to the outhouse and get Dustin because he's up to bat. And someone runs over to the outhouse. Dustin, come on, you're up. Another batter, the next batter up, and then it's like, all right, Dustin, you're on deck. After this guy hits, you're on deck. He's not coming out. We're like, what's he doing in there?
Did he pass out?
No, I'm like, what's he doing? He was in there for probably 10 minutes. Like, there's plenty of time. Like, plenty of time for this guy.
YouTube tutorial how to tie his shoes.
Yeah. So, next guy gets up, and we're like, all right, it's an automatic out if he's not here, and we have 1 out or whatever, and we were trying to beat this team. We were down. So, the guy steps up to the plate, takes the ball. You start with 1 and 2, right? Takes the ball, swings, foul ball.
You guys start with 1 and 2?
Yeah.
We start 1 and 1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We start 1 and 1.
Okay.
But anyways, the whole thing, like, he went through full count. Dustin's still not out. Finally takes another ball, walks, and then we're all standing there waiting for about 5 seconds. And Dustin bursts out of the outhouse. Shorts, shirt, socks.
No shoes.
Runs up, grabs a bat, stands in there.
With no shoes?
No shoes. Hits a dinger.
Line
drive, gets on base, RBI. Everyone's like, ah! Most insane thing you'll ever see in your life.
Isn't
that nuts?
That's hilarious.
I mean, like, I'm like, you are
kidding.
You are kidding me. Look at this. Here he is. There he is.
That's
and he hit it. Like,
bro, that's totally crazy.
Totally swung at a ball, too.
Right.
I mean, it's like at his ankles.
Dude, literally, he's golfing.
Yes.
No. So one time we're in a game and we're playing against this team. This pitcher is literally just walking our entire team. Right?
Right. That's awful when that happens. When it starts happening, it's like,
right. I'm up to bat. And I'm like, I'm not going to swing at a single thing. He's just walked 4 guys in a row. Like I'm not swinging at all. This bat's not coming off my shoulder, right? First ball comes in, second ball comes in, third ball comes in. Little Heath goes, time. He goes, come here. I walk over and I go, bruh, I'm not swinging. This is easy base. We're going to get a run. And he goes, I need you to swing. And he goes, why? I go, why? He goes, because Bryce is on deck and he's pinch running. He's on second base right now. If he doesn't get home, it's an automatic out. And I was like, well, who put Bryce in? What?
He's on base and he's out.
Yeah, so now I've got 3 balls. So
he needed to get home.
Yeah, I've got 3 balls. And I know that this dude is throwing wild pitches. Okay, well, So I know I'm chasing a ball down just to make contact. Guy throws it over my head.
Tomahawk.
Yep, tomahawked it. Dude, I'm line drive through between, went right between the outfielders. I'm rounding first base and I hear it like hit the fence, right? I hear it hit the fence.
You know you're going.
And I was like, oh.
I'm going home.
I was like, yes. I was like, yes, I'm going home. Dude, literally, as like I'm rounding.
Oh.
Dude, listen. Our entire team could have been at third base going, do not go home. I was running home.
No, I got the sign. I got the
I
signal.
run it like my foot hits first base. I take a step and a half off first base towards second, and I just hear the fence go, ding.
Yeah.
And I went, dude, I'm ripping, bro. I'm giving it everything. Third base coach goes, hey, you're up. And I went, no. And dude, and then they throw it to home. The guy steps off the plate because the ball's coming up short. So he steps forward to actually get the ball. And I just ran through home plate. And I was like,
and we lost.
No, no, but I was just like, I just looked at Heathy. I was like,
yeah,
that good enough? That good enough?
Yeah.
But Jacob used to do the same thing. He would show up straight from work.
Yeah.
He would be late to a game. And like one time we started the game, Jacob's late, shows up in his work clothes, hops the fence at outfield because we're in the middle of the game. He throws his glove over the fence, climbs over the fence in his jeans and work boots, and then goes to his position, plays the first inning in jeans and work boots, and then got changed and played after that. But Jacob he's just different. He's built different.
Yeah, I played football with him my senior year.
He goes, one time him and Heathy got into a fight. I mean, like it's just yelling at each other in a game.
He's in Alabama now. Where is he?
Yeah, Alabama. And he just gets, I mean, they're yelling at each other. Like Heath is like, you need it, and he goes, I'm sick and tired of you playing lazy out here, just yelling at him. Jacob goes, fine, walks out there. First pitch comes in, and we never saw that ball again. When I tell you that when it made it past the light post, it was still going up. Like it was the biggest crush I've ever seen in the church league, like softball. Right. He's just so mad. He's just like, fine, walks up. First pitch comes in, crushes it. It's gone. And then he looks back at Heathy, throws the bat at him, and then jogs around the bases. Dude, he was so mad. It's hilarious. Funny. But no, there's been some fun moments in church softball. My thing is always sign up because I want to hang out with all my friends and do it. And then we get like 4 or 5 games in the season, and I always go, man, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I know. Well, I enjoy it, but yeah, it does get a lot. The way we do it is it's 2 a night, so it's always a doubleheader.
Ours was always 1 game on Monday, 2 on Friday.
So you had to play you had a game on Monday and Friday? Yeah,
we had a game Monday night, 1, and then a doubleheader every Friday.
Wow. I played in that league for a long time. After we did Faith Baptist 2, we had HBBC.
Mm-hmm. That's just a hike to get up there for you guys.
Well, I mean, it's 25 minutes to the Seaford one. But a lot of our guys, Tyler, Meredith's boyfriend, lives in Felton. So he's closer to Camden, and I'm here, which it's no different from Dover than to Seaford, and then sometimes Laurel. But there's a couple guys we have a field at our church.
They also consolidated it, so now they only play at Shooty Park.
Really?
Yeah, they don't play at the other 2 parks in Dover. They only play at Shooty Park.
It's 3 parks.
It's 4 fields.
4?
Yep, 4 fields.
Yeah, it's 4 fields. Yes. Yep. So we have a field at our church. Have you seen it? Did you know we had one?
I knew you had one. I don't know.
So we're trying to figure out a way to.
Yeah.
We want to do something to where we have games at our church.
Yeah, Andrew said once we finish the basketball court, he said he wanted to get like a church basketball league going.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I said, yeah.
Although I don't know if I could ever play basketball again, because every time I do, I crap up my ankle, and I have to work for a living. I mean, I'd literally just destroy it. I wear a brace in softball. It's ridiculous.
I just stopped jumping.
Yeah, I was walking at Wnba in the parking lot and I twisted my ankle.
Bro, that's the oldest thing I've ever heard.
Literally, I was walking and just
You're just like, "Ah!"
yeah, I did. I had to get braced up and I walked up on stage to sing and I was like,
Wow.
some of you just saw what seemed like a pink sock. I said it's not. I twisted my ankle out there in your stupid parking lot.
Were you at the hill part?
No, it's
Just walking.
walking.
Nice.
No, it was like stones, and somehow I don't know, dude. I mean, I just really blew it out. Just walking in probably these shoes.
Should drink some more milk or something.
It's yeah. I have weak ankles. It's just this one though. My left one's fine, but I've done this so many times. I mean, so many times.
Speaking of ball, I got it. Speaking of ball, I didn't think that I would ever see the day where I was genuinely interested in what was happening in the WNBA.
Phew. Me neither.
Have you do you keep up with it at all?
Only every game that she plays.
right, dude. I don't.
Caitlin Clark, everybody. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, dude.
Only hope for women and my wife.
Dude, well, the other girl's good too. There's three of them:
Angel Reese,
Caitlin Clark, and
Asia Wilson.
Mm-mm.
Asia Wilson is the best in the league.
No,
Kelsey
I'm
Plum.
the rookie. No, she's another rookie. It's
Cameron Brink.
That'd be the one.
Yeah, I've been keeping up.
Yeah, Cameron Brink.
She's out for the season though. ACL,
ACL
MCL.
tear, bro. I never in my life thought.
I know more about the WNBA right now than I do NBA.
We have. This is how funny this is. One of our most popular clips from this podcast is us roasting the WNBA.
Yes.
Here we are a year later, and I genuinely...
Kelsey Plum, Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, Cameron Brink, what's her name? The one who just got drafted. Did I say Angel Reese?
Yeah, Angel Reese.
What's her name?
The one
Dunker lady.
The one that's
Russian prisoner.
Oh, Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner.
The one that's on was it Diana?
Diana Wilson.
Yeah. She's the one that's on the Olympic team, and everybody's like, she's 40, but she still balls. Yeah. She's still like...
I mean, I am ashamed of how many WNBA players I know.
Dude, I didn't realize that I was I don't know when it happened. One day I was just watching all these clips on WNBA, and I went,
oh.
Dude, am I turning into a fan of the WNBA?
No, I'm really not a fan. I don't want to see anyone else succeed. Except Caitlin Clark.
I like watching the war between her and Angel Reese.
Yeah, I did too.
I enjoy it.
I think she's having a good season.
Yeah.
I mean, she's doing... first year.
She definitely needs to add some things that need to adjust.
She needs to stop turning the ball over, but... she's...
Well, here's the other thing.
She's doing better than any average player. Way better than any average player.
Everyone is talking about how bad she is at passing. She's...
Passing?
Yeah,
not just turnovers.
Well, a lot of that stuff, they're saying her passes are off and she'll throw the ball out of bounds. I'm like, she just set the record for most assists in a rookie season.
Right.
She's...
You're gonna have a lot of misses if you're gonna have a lot of takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The more you, a lot of quarterbacks, the more they throw, the higher average you're going to be to throw interceptions.
Right.
So some of these quarterbacks, Andrew Luck one year was someone so many more percentages a game, but he also was leading the league in interceptions. Well, the law of averages, the more chances you take, the more...
That's the way I felt about Carmelo Anthony. Everybody was like, dude, he scores 60 points a game. And I'm like...
He's also shooting
120 shots. Right. He's the only guy allowed to shoot the ball. So,
right.
But somebody explained it to me why everybody loves Caitlin Clark. And it's because she's this...
Oh, because she's white and 6 foot and female.
No, that's not what he said.
I'm just joking.
He said,
that's what everyone's saying.
He said
she's marketable.
Well, she is marketable.
I'm sick of hearing all this stuff.
But no, he was saying that she's like this. It's almost like a movie. How much she's no matter how much people fight in the league fight against her.
Right.
She's more and more becoming the hero because she leaves college, where her and Angel Reese had this oh, we're enemies.
Right.
They both make it to the NBA because they're good.
W.
Yep, WNBA because they're good, and they're still fighting. But then like Caitlin Clark's getting like beat up by all these other players because these other players are like, And at first I was like, don't you understand? Like, you guys are literally hating on the only reason why people are watching your sport right now.
100%.
But then I thought about it and I went, that's actually the best case scenario. Because if me and you, let's say me and you were like, oh man, we like her. She's cool. And then she just goes and it's all easy and she's just winning games and we're just, that's boring.
Yeah, I would have preferred her just, everyone who's like, it's going to be so hard. I would have preferred her just come in and just toast everyone and be like, this is actually, I'm going to Ice Cube's 3-league, you know, something like that.
Right.
That would have fit my stereotype. But honestly, I think she's doing good.
Right.
Like, I feel like she's doing just as good.
But that's what he was saying was
I think she's gonna cook.
She's not playing bad. But the fact that everybody's hating on her and everybody's like playing her dirty and all this other stuff, it's almost like oh, dude, this is the adversity, and one day the hero's gonna rise, and everybody's just eating it up. Now, Angel Reese, I also understand where her animosity comes from.
Yeah, but she's just such a baby, dude. Every time she opens her mouth, it's the whole, I'm black and I don't get the same whatever, and you guys, I'm too thug for everyone and I'm too ghetto for everyone, so I'll never be marketable. Like, and all the adversity I face as a woman and a black woman. No, I'm just like, could you just stop race-baiting for 1 second?
Well, she was trained to talk that way for sure.
I just can't.
But I understand. I understand her disdain for Caitlin Clark because, like, do you know how like upsetting it would be, like, if me and you were competing in a sport, and then we made it to like a high level in that sport, and then no one cared that you made it there, but everybody
but again, you have to understand that nobody was watching.
Oh,
like,
no, for
sure. You have to have some self-awareness.
This is all.
No, I get it, but you have to have some self-awareness that these women had no idea that 99.9% of men were talking about the WNBA as a joke. Like, they don't get that. They aren't culturally on the.
That's
like,
true.
No, they don't. They're understanding that no, you guys are bozos, and in our eyes, when we turn it on and watch you guys, it looks like middle school boys playing, and it's sloppy and boring and slow. That's what it looks like. Even now, I turn it on and I'm like, this is terrible.
But Caitlin Clark's pulling that Steph Curry,
I know.
bro.
I enjoy that
logo,
but it's still terrible basketball, and it's boring, and everyone's trying to hype it up. And so that's what they're coming from. They don't understand how it was viewed. And so then Caitlin Clark coming in and shooting these threes from the logo every game and breaking world records. That's what gets your attention. Angel Reese, no one would know her name if she wasn't fighting with Caitlin Clark. No one.
True.
So you have to understand and appreciate this girl gave us eyes from the whole world.
Oh, but none of them players do.
Not one person. Not one.
Now, do you think she should have made it on the Olympic team?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think. Like, honestly, like, I've heard the argument. I don't think she's in the top 10 right now.
I think yes and no.
I think for a marketing standpoint, it'd be great.
Yes, marketing.
But again,
put her on the team.
Junk they're going to get from, well, give all these women who've been here for a long time, she'll be able to do it the rest of her life. All these people who've been trying to.
True, but in 2 years, in 4 years, if you actually give her a chance, right? Like, who's to say that anybody's even going to care by that point?
I don't know if...
I say put her on the roster. She doesn't need to play once you get up. Because USA, listen, do you know how... Listen, bro. Do you know how bad USA women's basketball just smashes everyone else?
I know.
Yeah, dude, put her on the bench when your guys are up 70 points. Throw her in there and let her cook.
Yeah.
Throw Angel Reese in there too. Throw them in there. Let them cook. And then everybody's like, whoa, this is so much fun to watch. And then when the game gets serious, you actually put in the people who are in their spot.
Yeah.
But
I got to show you something. It's pretty funny. You can keep going.
But yeah, no, I never thought there'd be a day where I was like actively watching like reports on the WNBA.
I'm disappointed in myself, honestly.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Me neither. Me neither. I still have an interesting.
Florida won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, they did. But do you know with the ratings for the WNBA? All right, attendance is up 156% from last year, and more than half of all WNBA games this year have been sellouts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
About 400,000 fans have attended WNBA games this season, filling WNBA arenas to 94% capacity. This year's televised games, ABC, ESPN, etc., are averaging 1.332 million viewers, nearly triple last season's average of 462,000. WNBA Countdown is averaging 741,000 viewers. That's a 211% increase from last year's full season average.
Are they actually making money yet?
Listen, the WNBA's online merchandise store has already set a single season sales record with 4+ months left in the season, and sales are up 756% compared to last year.
Sheesh.
You listen to this, honey? Listen to this. Like all these stats of you, all right.
Sheesh.
The WNBA social channels generated 157 million video views through the first week of the season, an all-time high, up 380% since last year.
Are you related to Caitlin Clark?
Yeah. So the WNBA set an all-time high for League Pass subscriptions last month with $350,000 increase versus last season. And guess what? The WNBA is expected to lose $50 million this season.
Man. That's rough. That's rough, man.
Oh, no. Oh.
He's going to find it. Orange. Oh, there. Bro.
How
That's
tough is that?
That's rough.
They
dude.
literally heard someone say. They said it's
all of that.
The
And they're still not
WNBA
positive.
is a charity for lesbians. That's all it is.
Yo, dude, that's rough, dude.
I mean,
all that
you read
work,
all those stats,
all that work, and you still cost us money.
You realize that, like, they're saying thank you, Caitlin Clark, for getting us chartered jets. You know that cost $22 million. You know how much the league put everyone's salaries together? How much that is? It's like $19 million. They could have said, "How about you keep your regular? Well, how about we double all your salaries instead of doing private jets, private charters?"
No, but that's not fun.
It costs more to fly the planes than it does than they're making. So my point is, they could have. The average player is making $100,000 or something. They could have all doubled their salaries instead of being flying on plane. But they're like, yeah, we're going to. I'm like, oh my gosh! Literally, it's the NBA does a write-off of like $100 million every year and just gives it to them, and that's the only reason they have a league. That's it. And it's a tax write-off, and there's like,
then
literally, David, I'm kidding you not.
Don't do it. Don't kid me.
The NBA, when they write off their whatever, it is literally not taxed, and it is viewed as a charity because charities don't make money, so they're not even taxed for the money they give to the WNBA because it doesn't make money. So it is literally. The WNBA is literally categorized as a charitable thing.
And then the players get mad because the NBA players don't come and watch their games.
Yeah. It fires me up. But, hey, let's go
Caitlin Clark. We're Caitlin Clark, bro. Let's get jerseys.
They're going to have so many of them.
Let's get jerseys. Let's chip in. Caitlin Clark. What's her number, 22? 22? Caitlin Clark jerseys.
It's so pitiful. That's my point, though. Like, how have these ladies not been like, oh, yeah, no, we're actually trash.
Although the one girl, what's her name? Sabrina?
Okay, no, I guess I shouldn't say they're trash. It's just not as fun to watch. And
the one WNBA player, I don't know what her actual name is. I know that but she's got a Nike basketball shoe.
Yeah.
And they're nice. Like, I was like, dude, I might buy a pair of those. They look nice. Here's my thing about the WNBA is that their team names are terrible.
It's all like natural disasters or plagues.
One is literally called Fever.
Yeah.
That's Caitlin Clark's team.
Yeah.
The Fever.
Right.
Bro, it's not. You're not even a full blown cold.
It's like I'm contagious.
You're like, you know what? Your team could be done away with some Tylenol.
Yeah.
Fever.
104 temperature puts you out.
Fever. You ready? The Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just the Sky.
Sky.
That's what I don't even know all these teams. Aces. That's a decent name.
That's okay. They used to be something else though. I forget what they used to be. The Sparks, I think. I feel like the Sparks is a solid team name. Sparks. But are you looking up the list of all the names?
Yeah. The Atlanta Dream.
The Atlanta Dream. That sounds, bro. The Atlanta Dream. Can we unpack that for a second? The Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like another young man trying to be a rapper.
Yeah.
It's the Atlanta Dream.
What is the...
He's the ATL.
And a guy who used to pick up from bus years ago resurface and come to teen group. He's 19 now. Last Wednesday. And he wears a wife beater.
Nice.
Cross necklace.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. And it was just kind of funny how he showed up. I was like, oh, okay.
He's the Atlanta Dream.
And he raises his hand in youth group. Hey, guys, just want to let you know it's good to be back.
Nice.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Also, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper now. Christian rapper.
When was this?
Wednesday night. And I said, I said, dude, sweet. Like the ladies at Boscoff's that when you buy a gift, they'll wrap it for you. And he was like, and everyone just died. I said, like a Christmas wrapper?
Let's put a pin in that.
He went, also, guys.
Dude. I love that he's so serious about it. Bro, he has the Atlanta Dream. He is the Atlanta Dream.
The kid was walking around church and he's like, I see you guys. Good seeing you. And you beautiful ladies have a great day. Walked out, hugged another man's wife. Said, good to see you.
Got game.
And then walked up to David Jones. You might know him, and said, Tyler's dad, right? Little Tyler. David Jones is like my age, and Tyler is 19. And so he's like, no, no, not that man who's 9 years younger than me. It's dad.
That's.
Really and then I walked up and I was like, hey, bro. I was like, because he's just so confident about everything. I walked up and was like, slapped him back. Jacob, great to see you again, man. Hey, next week if you come, put a shirt on. Walked away. He's like, I got you, bro. I got you. This guy.
Bro, that's...
Hey, Jacob, if you listen to this, I love you, man. You're hilarious.
Jacob, if I ever meet you, you will forever be known as the Atlanta Dream in my head.
I'm like, forgot how to drink here. I'm like slurping chocolate milk.
I was about to say, dude, it wasn't that funny. I don't know. What are the other...
Up with his cup.
Bro, dude.
It keeps coming off the side of the cup. What's retarded, the cup or me?
How are you missing your mouth? All right, what's the other teams? We have the Atlanta Dream. We got stuck on that because it's so funny.
Chicago Sky.
Okay, Atlanta Dream might be. I'm saying it. Maybe my mind will change in the next 45 seconds. Atlanta Dream is the worst name I've ever heard in my life.
Is there anything comparable NBA? It's all like.
I mean, it's like no, like the NBA is your average
Hawks, the Sixers,
the
Clippers, the Lakers, the Celtics, the
Pistons,
the
Timberwolves,
the Rockets,
the Thunder,
the Nuggets, which I don't really get. But the Nuggets is the Gold Diggers. That's what that was. Yeah. Nuggets.
The Thunder used to be the Seattle
Sound. No.
Sonics. The Sonics.
Sonics. Yes.
Which is not a great name. Which is not great. No, Oklahoma City Thunder's better for sure. But Atlanta Dream might be the worst name I've ever heard in my life.
Right. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, my wife just texted me and said you can't even have mascots for these things. Very good point, honey.
The Atlanta Dream.
What do you have?
Is there? Oh, dude. All right. After we get through the list,
you have the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got the New York Knicks.
Well, do you know what Knicks stands for?
No.
The Knickerbockers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York Knickerbockers,
yeah.
But they shortened it to Knicks. The Nets, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I mean that's ball players.
Miami Heat.
The Miami Heat's a great name.
It is.
I mean, that's really
And they have like the nicest jerseys.
nicest jerseys, great colors. I really would like to be a Heat fan, but I'm honestly I'm just a Sixers fan. It's just how I've rolled.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, Pistons. What's that?
Pistons. The Pistons is because Detroit is Motor City.
Yeah. All right. Chicago Bulls.
And the Pistons emblem is a horse for horsepower.
Yeah.
It's all.
That's cool. Yeah. Most of them are like Lakers. I don't know. I guess because that area has lakes. I don't know. But I actually don't think it is. I think I heard some. It's just a random name. But
I think if the Lakers weren't as famous and popular as they were, it wouldn't be that like good of a name.
I didn't know the name of one team before Caitlin Clark, and I still don't. I don't even know what their name. I didn't know they were the names of teams. How do you market fever on a jersey?
It's just this kid with like a runny nose.
Just eating up.
It's like his nose is his nose
what's your match.
like his face is
Everybody in the
flush.
stands. Let's hear a big brr for the Chicago for the.
It's just the stanzas. Hey, dude, Harry is the biggest fan of the Fever, and
all right, dude, you're gonna die.
All right. Atlanta Dream worst go.
Chicago Sky,
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut Sun, probably their strongest because you have one of the NBA.
The Connecticut Sun.
Phoenix Suns is solid.
Yeah. Okay,
we all get that.
I can be on board with that.
Hot Sun, whatever.
The Phoenix has more than one.
Indiana Fever.
Mm-hmm.
New York Liberty. That's strong. I mean, Liberty, the Statue of Liberty. I get that.
Yeah, I just don't think New York Liberty sounds good when you say it.
Yeah. All right.
New York
this
Liberty.
one's gonna really, and you know this one, but still, the Washington what?
Redskins. No, football team.
Racist. No. Ready? Mystics.
The Mystics. The Washington Mystics.
What are we?
Ooh. Is their mascot just like a wizard? It's Gandalf.
I don't even know how they. Like, what is this? What is that?
I don't know. Let me see that.
That's their. I mean, there's the
Is
Fever.
it a torch?
Just an F. They have a big F for their. Indiana Fever has an F. Chicago Sky has a C. Or the Connecticut Suns has a C. The Atlanta Hawks has a big A. Like, these are just so stupid.
What is that though? Let me see.
JC?
Is that a torch? Oh yeah, it's a torch for the New York Liberty. It's the Statue of Liberty's torch.
No, dude, this one. That's Washington Mystics.
DC. Washington DC.
A little D? Why would it be a big D?
Because I don't know. Because it was already taken by me.
All right.
Big D.
Ready? Big David. Ready? Dallas Wings. I think it's called the Dallas.
That's rough.
Also the Mavericks, right? For the
Mavericks.
solid name for
for sure.
What I mean?
And then Houston Rockets.
I said that.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Rockets. That's great.
Yeah.
Solid.
And the WNBA is the Dallas Wings.
How about Birds? Dallas Birds.
Well, you can't say birds. You can't call them birds because they're women. And that's a. You can't say that. That would be considered insensitive. Bunch of birds. Who is it? There's literally a group of people who call women birds. I can't remember. It's like, is it the was it like Italian mobsters? I think maybe called women birds.
I don't know. I think you didn't bring it back. Las Vegas Aces.
Maybe they used to be something else, but I'm okay because Las Vegas gambling casinos aces. I get it.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah. I knew that one.
I knew the Sparks, but is that because of why?
Why are they the Sparks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like taking two pieces of metal and.
Because they're not good enough to be fire.
Yeah. Well.
All of these teams are symptoms. You got fever before the cold. You got sparks before the fire.
Yeah. Minnesota Lynx.
The what?
The Minnesota Lynx.
Lynx?
Yeah, like a cat. Lynx.
Oh, I was thinking like chain links. Like links on like a chain, like links. That's what I was thinking.
No, like
but no, it's a cat.
Yeah.
The cat lynx. They couldn't even get like a serious cat.
It's too funny.
They got a lynx. Why isn't it the Minnesota Lakes?
Yeah. I don't know. Ready? This one's a good one. Phoenix Mercury.
I did know that. Why did I know that? Phoenix Mercury? I feel like it doesn't make sense, but I feel like it sounds good though. Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like it does. I was thinking it doesn't flow. Phoenix Mercury.
Phoenix Mercury.
I feel like the Las Vegas Aces sounds good. Phoenix Mercury doesn't.
Not Venus.
Phoenix. Phoenix.
I don't know. I'm not mad at Mercury as a team name. I don't know why it would be in Phoenix.
Seattle Storm.
I mean, it's always raining there.
Yeah. So I was
Seattle's terrible. So, all right.
Something cool. Like this is just random short team.
So okay.
You
So
know the Seattle Sounders. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in Philly. Nate Bargatze show. Did I tell you this?
That you went to the show?
The show, right? And then me and my wife got a hotel afterwards.
I
Just
didn't know
downtown Philly.
Oh yeah.
And
I was about to say, yeah, I know you went to the show.
Went to the show.
I was looking at
downtown
you.
Philly, and we get up to our room, and there's a bunch of equipment and stuff right on our floor, like bags, and it was I'm like, this is obviously a college team or something, whatever.
Right.
So, my wife asked me to go get some ice at the ice machine. So I go out of the room, walk down the hall, get ice. I'm getting ice, and there's this dude.
You're the one of 4 people who have ever used those ice machines.
Yeah, well, she wanted some, so whatever. So I was walking back, and there's a guy trying to get in my room. And I'm like, you good, bro? And he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Is this your room? I said, yeah. I held up my key, and it said 304. I said 304. He's like, dude, I have the same one. I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. And then we were at the very end of the hall. All the stuff is still
like, you want
here.
a bunk?
3 and 4 rooms were like open, and dudes are getting massaged in the side rooms. And I'm like, this is obviously a sports team. And so I'm talking to this guy.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
This lady comes up and goes, is this wrong? And he's like, yeah, this is this dude's room. And his key didn't work. I'm like, mine works. You know, it's my room. And while they're getting situated, I'm like, so what are you guys? He goes, oh, we're the Sounders. I'm like, that's a soccer team, right? He goes, yeah, Seattle. I'm like, oh, sweet. The whole team's right there. This guy's like one of their forwards or whatever.
He's talking to you.
Just a little guy. I'm like towering over him.
Completely lost.
I had I had like shorts on and a shirt, and I was like, I could look like a professional athlete right now because you are very little.
Did you try? I would have tried.
No, but
100%. I would have been like, hey guys.
He was a short guy, and I looked him up. He was just a guy on the team or whatever. But the next morning, like, all the stars were out in the hallway because I had looked them up and saw who their main guys were, and like
overnight you became a big fan.
Yeah,
of Seattle.
I go down to my room to go get breakfast, and these guys are in the hallway. They're coming back from breakfast. Some of them are on the street, like whatever. They're just because they were playing the Philadelphia team that night.
Yep.
They were playing it Saturday, and it was Friday night. So they had a game later, so they were going to get coffee. But like these dudes, I'm like, oh, these are professional. The one guy really didn't look whatever, but I'm like, oh, these are professional.
Well, of course he's not the big star guy. They gave his room away. He's nobody. That was their way of telling him he got cut from the team. So we gave your room to this guy.
I walked down the hall, and this one guy walked right by me, and his legs. Like he was,
oh dude, soccer player legs.
He was
stupid.
He was like, this dude was in such good shape. I'm like, I told my wife, I was like, that is a professional athlete, like in a soccer player specifically.
Soccer players are built different.
That guy he was a black guy, but he was so ripped,
and his calves were
were so big, but he wasn't big. It was just like straight muscle. I'm like, oh my gosh, just had short. You can see everything in his glutes, everything in his legs. Tall. This guy's tall.
And his glutes. You're looking at his.
He was bulging everywhere. Like he was just huge. I'm serious.
Dude,
I was like, this is an athlete.
Glutes. You said he was. His
Not
glutes.
his glutes. That's his butt.
Yeah.
His quads.
I was like, whoa,
quads.
bud.
Yeah, he was walking towards his squads. Yeah, and so it was just like cool. And then we got on the street. We got in our car, and they're all the whole team is walking down the street. It was cool. So,
yeah.
I stole one of their rooms.
And then they went and played in front of tens of people.
Yeah, my money's good too.
So, dude.
This is leaking out the side.
Dude, I don't like.
I promise. It's going out the side of it, like whatever's happening.
So turn the cup and use the other side of the cup.
I've drank stuff before.
Dude, I'm like, that's. I mean, that's interesting. I didn't know you ran into them.
Yeah, it was cool. And I was like, can you get me in free to the game? Because I know no one's coming to watch.
I was about to say, dude.
Is Messi playing this weekend? Then no. Messi is to men's U.S. soccer what Caitlin Clark is to women's basketball. Find me a better comparison.
Yeah, everybody knew who Messi was before.
Yes, but no one was watching American. No one in America was watching professional American soccer.
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody that I would be friends with. But a lot of people do.
No, they don't.
No, for sure. A lot of people watch soccer.
No, they don't. Not in America.
No,
Not American soccer.
Huh? What?
You heard me.
Nobody.
You heard me.
No. Nobody watches American soccer. I will 100%
saying.
that. Yeah.
In the world, it's in the
Messi. Everybody was watching Messi and Ronaldo. And
I know
play.
Messi and Ronaldo. In the world, huge. America, viewership, fandom in America is terrible. No one in America
it's definitely
watches American soccer.
Nobody watches American soccer, but a lot of people are watching. A lot of people were watching Argentina and them play.
Yeah,
before.
I don't know how you're not following this though. When Messi came to America,
right?
Like everyone literally, it's like even I started following when's he playing, where's he playing. I'd like to see him play.
Oh, yeah,
and I was saying it's packed out.
I was saying the only difference is Caitlin Clark didn't come from like a pedigree.
Right,
like Messi's the GOAT of soccer,
right?
And now he's playing in he's playing in America because
Miami, right?
because he's old now.
Yeah, he's old and he's still dominating in American soccer.
Yeah, he retired from real soccer to beat us in soccer.
It's so bad.
Like that's how bad we are at soccer.
He's basically playing rec league. Like
right.
You know how like we play softball?
Yeah.
He's essentially in his softball season.
America is the YMCA of soccer.
Yeah. He is playing soccer. I mean softball now.
Yeah, he's
lob it up.
It's just easy
that 6
money.
to 12 there, 6 to 12 arch on that ball there, sir.
Yep, just easy money. He's just like, okay. He's like they're terrible and they pay me so much.
Basically, I could go to the gym and run to stay in shape, or I could just do this with these fools.
But I mean, that's what David Beckham did. He was like a hot shot in England, and then was like, oh, I'm old now. I'm just gonna go make money in America. Like,
how much did they pay Messi? I feel like we're all paying him. How much are we paying Messi right now?
I don't know, but I will be honest. As somebody who does not care about soccer at all, if Messi was playing close by and I could get tickets, I'd go see him.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just the sense of like saying,
you saw him.
I don't care about soccer, but I watched probably the greatest soccer player of all time play soccer with my eyeballs.
Yeah,
that's what I would love to see.
Name one soccer player outside of Messi, Beckham, and Ronaldo.
Mbappe.
Well, that's because you're gay.
Well, no, he's the new big guy.
Oh yeah, he's the young guy, right?
Yeah.
He was the one who's
Messi and Ronaldo are going off the scene. Now the league is going to be his, essentially. That's what I hear.
Yeah. Well, okay, never mind. We're just gonna keep going with that.
I don't. I'm glad we didn't, because I don't know if I know any other names. So that was it. That was the only one I had in the chamber.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like, I would like to see Messi play, but I would love to see LeBron play before he retires.
You haven't seen him?
Not in person.
I saw him.
Yeah, you saw the craziest game ever.
I know. It was the game of the season that year.
100%.
Nuts.
Yeah, I would like to see him, but the problem is if I'm like, oh, dude, LeBron is playing, even though he's, what is he, like 70 now? Like, tickets are $400. And I'm like,
just because he's playing.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't feel like seeing him that bad.
I'd like to see Steph. I don't think I saw him.
I would.
I might have seen him. I don't remember. I saw the Sixers play. You know what? I don't think I've seen the Sixers play. I've seen a lot of games on. I don't remember what
the Pistons. I've been to Pistons games when they play in Philly.
Yeah. So this turned into an all sports podcast.
It sure did. We had. It's not far from what we planned.
Yeah.
We planned on talking about the Olympics. And I think we mentioned it once.
The Olympics?
Yeah, so let me ask you right here, right now. Which team is worse, the Atlanta Dream or the Minnesota Lynx?
Chicago Sky.
You think that's the worst name? Chicago Sky.
Write me up give me a what's it called? A vision. Give me a vision board of what the mascot is there. Like what?
Fair enough.
Like,
it's a cloud.
Like a cloud, or like someone who's walks in with stoned eyes, like the sky.
Where
are you at?
Atlanta Dream.
Like, why not just name it High? You know, or it's just so dumb.
I'd still say Atlanta Dream is probably the worst. Minnesota Lynx sounds so stupid though.
Atlanta Dream.
Dude, Atlanta Dream is so dumb. It's so dumb. Where are you going? Oh, we're going to go see the Dream. What? That sentence doesn't even make sense.
The Atlanta Hawks, that's not bad.
No. But the Dream, the Atlanta Dream. Minnesota Lynx is also so dumb. I
want to see someone come up with like the Colorado Golden Doodles.
You know? Bro. Listen, we're talking about the WNBA. Why don't we make it make sense? Why can't it be the Iowa spatulas?
The dishwasher.
Why can't it be
the Wisconsin childbearers?
the Asheville vacuums?
Charlotte Dusters.
I think that's where we get canceled.
The Charlotte Dusters.
I think with the newfound
San
love.
Diego Dusters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or what's the city in Florida? The Destin. Destin Dustbins. The Destin Dustbins, baby.
It's so good. Oh man.
We got a shark vacuum for the house, and I named it Dustbin Bieber.
Oh, I was gonna think you named it Nikki.
No.
Is this broke? If you can't laugh at yourself and you can't laugh at anything else,
laugh at the WNBA. Yeah, with their newfound love, this might be how we get canceled.
Yeah.
And I accept it.
Yeah, I mean, what a way to go out.
Yeah, it was funny. We laughed.
Oh, we did. I'm trying. Oh, no, I got it. Milwaukee Moppers.
Nice. That's a good one.
I just looked at that mop.
The Milwaukee Moppers against the Destin Dusters.
Yes. Milwaukee Moppers.
Nice, dude.
I love it. You could also have like the Appalachian aprons. Yeah. You have a lot of
the Akron aprons.
Akron aprons.
The
I don't know. I have to look at stuff to.
Yeah.
I think
the Seattle Swiffers.
the something sweepers.
the Seattle Sweepers, or like the I need a city that starts with C.
No, dude. I love this one. Ready?
Okay.
Did I say Wisconsin Moppers? Wisconsin.
You said Milwaukee Moppers.
Wisconsin Wreckers. That's good. Like cars.
Yeah.
Have you seen those reels? It's like, here's how a man screams. Here's how a woman screams. But I can't drive a car.
Dude, have you seen the thing on? Oh, speaking of screaming, try doing this. Do this into the mic. All right. I want you I want you to look at the camera. I want you to do this into the mic. Let all of the air out of your body and then yell into the mic. All of the air out. Yell.
I feel like I have to do it in real life because I feel like I got a little louder, but I don't want to wake anyone up.
Like if you can get it louder, it's marginally louder. Bro, dude,
that's so dumb. My wife's cousin, super, like, since Caitlin Clark came into the league, follows every game, pays for the subscription, watches every game, whatever. And we're on vacation with her family, and I'm sitting out there watching it with her because Caitlin Clark is playing. And everyone's inside, and there's like a couple of us just sitting out on the pool deck, and there's a TV out there. And she's like going on about how great, all of it is and how much she loves it and blah, blah, blah. And I kept like she said once, she's like, that girl right there who just scored, that's so, she's all these statistics and stuff. I'm like, no one cares. I just want to see Caitlin play. And she's talking. She's like, that lady just had a baby 9 months ago. And I said, now she's out there running around like a fat heifer. And she's like, you're so disrespectful. And I'm just messing with her. I was like, you know what they should do for the WNBA All-Stars? She goes, they should have the rookies play against. I said, no. They should have like a folders. Yeah. I said, they should have like a folding contest. She's like, I said, they should also have like, dishwashing, relay race or something.
How fast can they iron the jerseys?
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Ironers. Dude, there are so many good names.
Yeah.
Iowa Ironers.
Yeah, we could definitely.
The folders. Every name that we named is better than any of the names they had.
Yeah. It's definitely better than the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah.
Or the Minnesota Lynx, which is two of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You know what? That's really what the WNBA needs, though. They need females to care. Because I mean, realistically, look, like I'm not gonna be.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You're right.
I'm not gonna be keeping stats for the WNBA.
The NBA's main audience is not women.
Exactly.
It's men.
If the WNBA is gonna make it, they need women to be like, we care about this thing.
Give a care.
Yeah, we care about this thing.
Yeah.
So
I really don't feel bad about making fun of it. I
don't feel bad about making fun of anything.
It's funny. So I laugh. You laugh. There's a billion other people that laugh, and if someone gets offended, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, laugh with us.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people laugh at us as well.
Could all those women probably toast me? 100%. It's fine, though, because I'm not trying to do it for a living. Yeah. Now, I did see, what's her name? Van Fleet. Not that's a guy.
Fred Van Fleet.
Fred Van Fleet. The girl who plays for LSU, and she just transferred.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's like a blonde-headed girl. She played on that team last year. She's a popular college player. She just transferred to like Texas or something. Anyways, she was playing against a junior varsity kid who was the captain of his team, and they were just 1-for-1. Like, she's scoring on him, and he'd score on her, and like he's not even 6 foot though. Like, he's a kid,
right?
And he was like 1-for-1 with her. He couldn't stop her because she's like 20. She is like good, but he's also the same height as her and skinnier than, you 10 years ago. And he's just bodying her up just like, I'm like, I would get toasted because my handles, and I can't shoot right now because I'm not playing. So they could just like literally just shoot it. You know what I mean? Like, they could just shoot.
I would get toasted because I can't dribble or shoot or defend.
I could just like turn my back in,
Right. Hook shot. Old man hook shot. That's Cameron's game.
Get that rebound. But I haven't been playing forever, so it's like, but like someone like you, I don't. They can get physical though.
Dude, we went and played at the park because I was like, we just looking for somewhere to play. We went and played at the park, and we showed up at this park. We started playing, and like we were having a good time, and then we, every time I go to a park and I'm playing with like Earl and them, we always start talking. We try to make friends with all the guys there because before we end up leaving, we're going to witness to all these guys and invite them out to church and stuff. So we start talking to all these guys and, hey, how old are you, man? Da 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 da. Getting everybody's like kind of details just to get to know them so they feel like we're not strangers. And we're going around talking, and this one kid, he goes, yeah, he said, I'm 20. I have a 1-year-old. He was driving like this really nice Dodge Charger. But he said, I said, what's your name, man? He said, my name's Devin. And I said, Devin. I was like, I can remember that. And he goes, yeah. He goes, Devin, my name's Devin, like 7-Eleven. I'm saved, so when I die, I go to heaven. And I was like, really? Right? So we start chit-chatting and stuff. He goes, how old are you? And I said, oh, dude, I'm 33. I'll be 34 in a couple weeks. We found out like our birthdays like the same week. And he goes, oh, okay. They all called me OG for the rest of the night.
Like old guy?
Well, I think I think OG or it stands for original gangster, right, or something like that. But they kept calling me OG. It typically means I'm old.
Yeah.
They're just like,
you walk around there feeling cool though.
So every time like we were picking up teams, he'd be like, I'll take OG. And I'd be like, I told you my name. But it's OG. At the rest of the night of the park, I was OG. And I was like,
So you don't go to the park anymore?
It stung a little, but also I was cooking. So I was, so I
don't know why this story had anything to do with the one about you just took that one and just said, all right, we'll go with this one story. I thought it was going to have like a girl came and played and it was annoying. And you were like, you're the worst.
No. So, there was a train of thought there.
Okay.
Yeah. It was me being good. You said because I play, I would beat a girl, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I beat guys all the time. That was my train of thought. You were like, you
think you could beat
you hinted that I might be good, and I went, let's clear it up.
No, he's good. Do you think you could beat Caitlin Clark 1-on-1?
1-on-1? Ooh. Caitlin Clark. It depends. Make it take it?
Yes.
I mean, it depends. I would think that I'm quicker than she is, but I feel like if she's just gonna rain threes from the next park over. So I think if she just kept shooting, and she's not missing, then she could probably beat me. But I feel like if it came down to driving to the lane, and she's not that tall. How tall is she?
6 foot, your height.
Yeah. So I feel like if it's like came to just driving down the lane, yeah, I feel like okay. Yes. But if she gets the ball and it's like check ball, and as soon as I check the ball, she's launching it from deep three. I'm like, all right.
You're standing there looking like the meme of that Indian guy with his hands on his hips with the vest.
Yeah, no, it's literally people would walk by and be like, oh, look at that guy helping her with shooting practice. That's what it would look like.
Yeah, I mean, I watch his videos and they're like practicing with dudes.
Mm-hmm.
To like, because that gives, I mean, you're going to be better if you're practicing against a guy. And some of these guys are really getting physical. Like they're not messing around, and they're scoring on it pretty good. That's what gives me the only maybe they. Let me see this. I've had a video. I have a lot of videos to play at some point. Let's see. I guess they didn't say, but
yeah. I mean, realistically, I am older, so there's a chance that she'd probably be.
I think if I practice for a day and a half.
Dang, bro.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, let me get a couple shots in. I'll be fine. This guy. Let me get warmed up. That's so
so screwed up.
Oh man. Let me put a couple shots up. It'll be fine. You wanna go put on shorts? Nah,
You want to change your church pants? I'm good.
That's fine. Are you playing in Crocs?
Don't make one shot. Still feel super confident. I'm good.
He's like, dude, you haven't
3 out of
bro,
10.
you haven't made a shot yet, and you're wearing Crocs, and you're
All
like,
right, let's
oh, who am I playing against?
Yeah,
Her.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Dude, let me get a couple. Rim. Swoosh. I almost, cause I said Crocs, and it made me think about this. When we were playing out at that park the other day,
yeah,
almost had this dude alley oop on Earl Cole's head.
Wow.
Earl was playing defense, and I said bloop bloop. I lobbed it up, and Earl, it looked like something out of a movie. Earl was like looking at the ball. He's like, and this dude just jumps up, and he caught it. And I thought he was about to just yam it on Earl, and I was so excited. And then he didn't. He said,
"That's one thing I wish we could. I want to do that at some point. Where we're like, we've done it before, but the basketball culture at our church just isn't there. Like, I love how you guys play every Sunday night. I love how you like go to a park with the guys.
Yeah,
we just don't. We don't really have basketball.
It comes in waves.
Yeah.
So like there's
obviously we have softball players. But we don't really have basketball players.
Right. It comes in waves. Like it used to be when I was a teenager, that's all we did was just basketball. Then when like the next group started coming in, they didn't really care about basketball that much. They were kind of into like other things. There was a period, and it was a rough period, where the teenagers in our church
we're more into like drugs and stuff.
Some would say worse.
Like making babies.
Nope. Some preachers would say it's worse than that.
What?
Just video games. That's all they cared about.
Okay.
Just video game. And some preachers say that's the worst thing that a teenager could ever do is play a video game. But it was bad. Like they were talking about, bro, I would be like, oh, I used to be pretty good at this video game. I'll play you. And they would be like, oh, well, the frame rate. I can tell by the frames of a character when he's moving. And I was like, oh, you're weird. I'm not doing this. But like, we've gotten into where like,
Missy, get down.
All right. We've gotten into we got back into like Carl and Olin and them. We're getting into basketball. Some of the younger kids they're playing more, but we do have a bunch of the kids like baseball and stuff too. So
it's good. We need to wrap this one up. We're skipping next week, fellas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
it's 4th of July. We'll be out of town. Me and Dustin, at least. David.
I go to Georgia this weekend, so
yeah, you're always gone. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm going to leave for Georgia on Friday, and then when this comes out, I will be in Georgia, and then I'm home for 2 weeks, and then we go to camp.
Yeah, you got a traveling evangelist here, David Neath. If you want to book him for your church, get after him. You know how to contact us.
There's no pastors listening to this.
Pastor's kids. Thanks for listening, guys. If you would like to, our next episode will be our 100th.
Will be our 100th.
So you have a couple weeks. If you want to send in a video, no one has yet. So
they don't like us enough anymore.
That's a lot of work.
Not even the Sheltons.
No.
Wow.
No, which is fine. We just won't do it. Yeah. But next episode will be 100. Thank you guys for listening. If you're not saved, you don't know what that means. It means getting saved means you know where you're going when you die. We are all going to die, some sooner than others, like David. And the best thing you could ever know is where you're going to spend eternity. The Bible says that you can know where you spend eternity by putting your faith and trust in Jesus Christ. He came, he died on the cross for your sins. The Bible says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You can know where you're going to spend eternity. Put your faith and trust in the finished work of Jesus on the cross, and that question will be answered. Any other questions, email in, send us what you think would be a good WNBA name, and, go Milwaukee Mops. The Milwaukee Moppers. Let's go. Calm down, it's fine.
Hey there, comrades. Thanks for tuning in to the Calm Down It's Fine podcast. If you liked what you heard this episode, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and share that link. We want to get the episode out. We want as many new listeners as we can, and we want the old listeners to keep coming back. So be sure to like and subscribe. Find us on social media at C. Diff Podcast. If you want to donate to the show, you can find the link to do so in the description below. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.